Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, it's me. My name is Edna, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you are joining us for the first time, we are happy to have you here. Please do subscribe and stay. I hope you love it here, and please do all the nice things. Hit the like button, comment, leave me a heart, and share the vlog with a few of your friends and family. I do hope you enjoy my content. So today we have a visual diary, and you will be spending a lot of time with me at work. I think I do a little bit of reading in this vlog. So we'll also go to the zoo lake. Is it Johannesburg Zoo? No, it's Zoo Lake. It's a zoo lake, and so I spent a bit of time there. I just wanted to be outside for a little bit and finish off my book. I've really been enjoying reading Cutting for Stone. It's a 500-page book that I've been trying to finish off since Jan, and I am actually on chapter 42, which means I will be done soon, by the end of May. Hopefully. I have also just been procrastinating working on my master's, which requires a lot of time. So when I am not working on that, I do try and read my book, and it's just been a very difficult thing to manage and balance between work and just trying to have a life outside of that, and maintaining my hobbies and ensuring that I still do things that bring me joy and energizes me, because I think that is important, to pour into yourself as much as you want to pour into your work, right? Because if you are running on empty, then it's very hard for you to be able to give if you do not have anything in you to give, right? But so that is what we have in this vlog. A little bit of work, a little bit of fun, a little bit of joy, and more of a reflection, really, because I am actually enjoying doing this visual diaries. I don't write anything down. I just turn on my mic and I just start talking. So whatever you hear here, that is what the heart chose to reveal. And oh my goodness, it's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting month, really. Today is, I think, the 7th of May, and I think we last spoke in 3 weeks back, if I'm not mistaken. So I've gone home, I've been with family. I spent at least 4 or 5 days in Limpopo, and then I came back. I went back to work, and it's finally my birthday month, which I am so excited for. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that I am turning. Guess. I'm giving you a second to guess. No, that's not it. I am turning 28, and the crowd goes wild. Yeah! 2 more years and I will be 30. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. Time flies, guys. Time flies. I will be 30 I can't believe that. And because I'm talking about my birthday, I am looking for a journal that I made last year, because I like to journal on my birthday. So I want to see if I can find something that I wrote last year. I just want to see where I was last year on my birthday. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it, guys. We are old. I am old. Oh my goodness. I really can't believe it. 28. 2 years and I will be 30. Now that is making me think. That is bringing up a lot of questions. I think I need a little bit more time to reflect in terms of, where am I in life? Am I where I thought I would be? What does joy look like in this phase of my life? What are my career prospects? And how are things shaping out in the career and work environment? How is love in your years of 28 of living? How has that been going? Oh my goodness, I have so much reflections to do. And I don't know why, but I'm so excited because as much as there's a lot of questions that I am asking myself in this age or in this era, there's also a lot of answers or discoveries that I've had in the past years that really bring me joy, and discoveries that have brought me so many lessons and so much wisdom and so much learning. And I just feel like it can only get better from here. What more? What more am I gonna ask for? What more can I achieve? Oh my God, what else is gonna come? What kind of challenges should I be expecting? Going into 29, getting into the 30s. That scares me. 30, that's a big number. That scares me. That scares me. I know people say your 40s are like the most exciting, because by then I think you have figured things out and you're happy. Not really happy, but you've kind of settled into who you are, right? You've gone past the discovery stage. Now you should know who you are. You are settled in your career. You've made the necessary moves around the corporate world, and you've made the necessary shifts and changes in your career. But a decade from 30 to 40, you now know where you wanna stay. You now know whether actually you're gonna have a family or not. You start figuring a lot of things out. I think this is where the midlife crisis also start for women, because in this phase of your life, a lot of things should have happened for you, and if a lot of things haven't happened by your years of 35, 40, actually I think 30 is panic mode for me if a lot of things haven't happened. And you know what? I'm gonna leave that conversation for the next vlog. But as you can tell, I'm excited and I have a lot of questions and I have a lot of writing to do. Excuse me. I found a reflection from 18 May 2024. That was my 26th birthday. I don't know what I say in here, but I feel like I should read it. So it goes, 18 May 2024. Today marks my 26th birthday. I just finished a 5-kilometer walk and are sitting at Vita Cafe with a chai latte at hand. First time having it outside of my workspace, and all I can think is, damn, life is too short. I do not know what the next year will hold for me, but I do know one thing. I have God by my side. Oh, she was already wise, you guys. Okay, and it goes on to say, it feels like this is the year me and God agreed on. Oh, you guys, it feels like this is the beginning of so many greater years. I feel like I'm stepping into my success-filled years. Oh, you guys. And then there's a prayer. Dear God, there are so many things I want to ask for, but today I want to say thank you. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for keeping me all these years. And just one thing I ask of you. Let this be the last year I go hiking by myself on my birthday. Next year, things will be different. Oh, that almost makes me emotional. That's the end. I need a second. Because that was too cute. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but now I want to read more. Oh my God. That made me so emotional. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. And I cannot for the life of me find my reflection from last year, 2025. I don't know, maybe I didn't write one, but maybe it's 2023. No, but I'm looking for one from 2025 and I can't find it. But it just caught me off guard, and it just made me realize how far I've come. There's just a lot of things that have changed since that year. 2 years later, and I am completely different yet the same. My values haven't changed. The way I speak, the way I love, the way my interests haven't shifted. And better yet, my goals have changed. Where I was in 2024 is not where I am in 2026. The way I saw things in 2024 is not the way I see and understand things in 2026. My views may have shifted, yet I am still the very same person. My name remains the same in my whole being. At my core, I am the very same person, yet I've grown and I've changed in ways that I cannot even describe. I think, if anything, the past few years have had a lot more focus on my work, my studies, my writing, finding myself. I'm trying to start companies that were not very successful. I think in the past few years I've started at least 2 or 3 businesses that did not go according to plan. So there were a lot of, like I said, discoveries, a lot of learning, but if we're being honest, a lot of failing as well. Not more so failing, but a lot of falling. I am being graceful to myself in a sense that I will rise again in that kind of space. This is not the end. I still have a long way to go, and I will, and I am not putting a number as to when exactly I need to have done certain things in my life. It's only human that you have a plan, right? It's in my human nature for me to want to have achieved something by this date. That's what a goal is, right? That is what a SMART goal is. It's gotta be measurable. You gotta know exactly what it is that you wanna achieve. You gotta write it down. It's gotta be something tangible that by the end of, I will have done this. But what I'm trying to say is, I am being kind enough to myself to know that I will do whatever I can to achieve all of my goals by the age of 30. I will do whatever I can to achieve all of my goals by the end of 35. I do not want to pressurize myself, and I am learning. I'm learning that as a lady, as you grow up, there are certain expectations that are placed on you by the world, by your friends, by family, by society in general, that you're supposed to be this, you're supposed to be that. And if anything, being my own woman, not following anyone's path, crafting, or that's not the right word, or creating my own path, has been the one thing that set me free from trying to meet everyone where they are in terms of their expectations in my life, and it set me free from constantly fighting to achieve what other people are achieving. It set me free from seeing life the way that everyone else does. I don't know if that makes sense, but I am learning that my life is my own, and I can do with it whatever I choose. And as it turns out, that is what I've been doing for the past 28 years. That is exactly what I've been doing for the past 28 years. I have been standing out on my own. I have been fighting battles on my own. Yes, and I've had a community of people who have been supporting and cheering me on. But I have stood my ground in knowing who I am and in knowing which battles I need to fight on my own in order to get to where I am today. I've been able to identify my own goals and stick by them. Oh my goodness. I've stuck with my goals. As a matter of fact, oh gosh, I need to write this down. I need to write this down and look back to where I was a decade ago, because that would have been 18 years ago. I think I was doing my first year in university, and look at where I am today and see exactly what the change has been. Because guys, it's not easy. Being a lady in today's society is not easy. I am living in my mother's wildest dreams. As a matter of fact, I do not think she would have been able to dream this far. Yes, she had dreams of her own, but things were different back then. Hence, the expectations that our family and our parents may have on us, and to a certain extent, I am something that's coming to mind right now is the question: are you living your own dreams or you living your parents' dreams? And I'm happy to report I'm living in my own. I've crafted my own path. I have learned my own lessons. I've been fighting and I've been advocating for myself for the past 27 years. And as I turn 28, I do not think that story is about to change. I've found what brings me joy. I found things that I love to do, things that were not told to me by anyone else, things that I discovered on my own, reading, writing, watching movies, watching series, existing in this world where life can be whatever I want it to be. Oh my goodness. Surrounded by friends and family and love and care and patience and kindness. This recording or this voice over is not turning out to be what I thought it would be, but it's making me realize something. These diaries or these recordings are actually for myself. They're for me to look back on and just remember how far I've come. Oh gosh, I have 2 notes in front of me. Now I'm closing off that birthday reflection. I'll do a proper one next week because I plan to do a few things with my sisters and my cousin. We will see what next week looks like in the next vlog. But as I was saying, I have stickers in front of me, and the first one says, "You can't pursue greatness and comfort at the same time. Something's got to give." And now that reminds me of a quote I saw in a book. Let me find that. This is from the book Cutting for Stone, and it says, "Of course, you and I have seen countless deaths among the poor. The only regret surely is being born poor, suffering from birth to death." You know, in the book of Job, Job says to God, "You should have taken me straight from the womb to the tomb. Why the in-between part? Why life if it was just to suffer?" Or something like that. For the poor, death is at least the end of suffering. That's to say, you gotta choose what you pursue. You cannot pursue greatness and comfort at the same time. And 5 years from now, we will know what you were doing all along. We will know what your pursuit was. That is so strange, isn't it? That at the end of it all, this is what life is. Now the last one says, "And that is how you passed from this life to the next, without fanfare, with characteristic of simplicity, fearless, opening his eyes that last time to make sure we were fine before he went on." Oh my goodness. Such a tough life. But if anything, I hope and I pray that the next few years are full of lessons as well. I hope that I never stop discovering, that I never stop learning, that I always have this open mind, that I am still God-led and guided by His words and His direction. For many are the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Oh God, help us to remember even in our worst times that you have a plan, that no matter how far we may stray from you, oh God, we can always come back. Help us to remember that we are never too far from your mercy, that you will always welcome us back. As clueless as we are, as stupid as we are, help us to stay rooted in your word, guided by who you are, that we may follow in your steps, and that we may be living proof that you are the one true living God. That is it from me, friends. That is where we will end today's vlog. I will see you after my birthday. Lots and lots of exciting things that are going to happen. We're almost halfway through the year, and it's time. It's time for you to go back and look at your goals. What have you been doing for 6 months? Well, it's still 5 months for now. And there's still a lot of time for you to start. If you haven't started, you can still start. The remaining months are all opportunity. And it's never too late to start. You can always start, and I hope you remember the root cause as to why you're here, why you exist in the first place, and you go back to that much higher, greater power that has brought you to this place, that has brought you this far, and that you may go back to Him and pray to Him and surrender to His mercy and His plan and His word forever and ever. Amen. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Catch me in the next one. Happy days. I hope you keep warm. I hope you are being loved and cared for wherever you are in the world. I hope you are being true to yourself, to who you are. Yep, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me in this journey where we are being intentional with who we are becoming. This journey of self-discovery, intentional self-discovery. It's gonna be fun. The road to 30 years. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. Okay, bye you guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye. Love you, Lord. Okay, this one I'm a shark.